Hi guys, today I'm going to show you the steps I take to achieve my everyday look. It's quite simple, but it is everyday. So let's go ahead and get started. And these are all drugstore affordable brands, so that makes it super awesome as well. So starting off with primer, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Palladio Rice Primer, Mattifying and Perfecting. You can pick this up at Sally's, and I'll link everything that I use down in the description bar, as well as where you can pick it up for again, or pick it up at. And again, this is all drugstore. So alright, so I'm just gonna place that in my problem areas. I've been using this for a few weeks, and I will say that I am quite happy with it. It controls oil because I'm super oily, and it does control it better than a lot of the primers that I have used in the past. So now that we have that on, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Mega Cushion Foundation from Wet n Wild, and I'm in 120A, the natural beige, and it looks like that. I really like this one. I feel like it is very natural. I was using the Lumi foundation from L'Oreal, but I feel like it's too dewy for my skin because I am super oily. So I feel like this one gives it the same effect, but without the oiliness and within a matter of like minutes. So I'll start off by placing it, and I have tried this with a sponge and a brush, a powder brush, but I do feel like it does apply best with the funny little thing that comes with it. So that's what I'm going to be using today. I feel like it's really soft and really about medium coverage. It is buildable. It has the feel of like a tinted moisturizer, kind of. It's very light. The only thing I noticed that I don't go for this one, even though it's one of my favorites, I don't go for it as much because the best way to apply it is with this little applicator that it comes with, and I feel like it does take a little bit longer to apply. So going into my forehead. And I had to shut my window. It's a little bit hot, even though it looks gray outside and windy. It's a little hot today. But the crows are going crazy outside, which is a little annoying, but I have recorded with them in the past and they are quite loud. For concealer, I'm actually using, again, it's from Wet n Wild in their Photo Focus, and it is in the shade Light Medium Beige, and it looks like this. And I'm just applying some, just a little bit, because I don't want to go full glam. So just a little bit under my eyelids. I actually use this one almost on the daily, this one and the Maybelline Fit Me. So I'm running out, sadly. I need to go pick up some more. Now I'm just gonna go in with the Real Techniques little concealer sponge like this. And this is definitely like my errands makeup, just on the go, fast, where I want to look somewhat put together, but I don't have a lot of time to achieve a put together look. And then I'm going to go in with a and this is extremely used and well loved because I go for it on a daily basis, but it's gonna be the Wet n Wild contouring palette. And as you can see, I've already hit pan. I do have an extra one, but I want to finish this one before I dip into the next one. And this one's the Dulce de Leche one, and I'm just gonna go in with just a big brush like this. Gonna dip into it and apply it. Like so. You can probably still hear the crows. They are so loud. Creepy little birds. Okay, so just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more on there and pinch the sponge. I'm sorry, the brush, and then just go along the hairline a little bit. Just so it all connects a little bit in. All right, and now that I feel comfortable with that, again, this is super fast, super easy makeup. And I'm gonna go in with the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. It looks like that. It's one of my all-time favorites. And just apply a little bit of that. Just to give myself a little bit of color. All right, and now that that's all done pretty much, I'm going to go ahead and look at this concealer just to make sure that it didn't I can't talk. I'm gonna look at the concealer, make sure it did not crease so that I could go ahead and set it. Oh, almost forgot a very important, crucial part of this operation. I'm going with the little tapered brush like that, and I'm going to do a little bit of contouring on the nose with that same color that we used on the cheeks. Just super light. Just like that. Alright guys, disclaimer, in case you hear a little humming in the background, it's my fan. I had to stop and turn it on. It's super hot with all the lights on, so if you hear that, I apologize, but I'm melting here. Alright, so we were double checking the under eye just to make sure that it hadn't creased. And then I'm going to go ahead and lightly set it with the Coty Airspun. I'm just going to do that with a blush brush here. Try to just do it as lightly as possible. Kind of just going in and pressing it into the skin. I'm going to be using the, as per usual, this is like my everyday ride or die. It's the L'Oreal Infallible, and it's an Amber Rush. It's this guy right here. It's my favorite for every day. I honestly have a couple in back stock just because I don't ever want it to discontinue. I'm going to apply with my finger. Just tap it on up until the crease area. Okay, do the same to the other eye. I just got these talons yesterday and it is very hard to do certain things. Insert dipping into a little container. think my kids are, they're downstairs, they're watching Bob's Burgers. It's burgers. It's not burgers. It's mildly, I would say it's a little bit inappropriate, but not more than like The Simpsons, and it's so funny. They are busting a gut down there. Alright, so this one I tend to go a little bit higher just because this side is always difficult for me. So I'm just going to get a little blending brush with nothing on there, of course. And do the same on the other side just so that the line's not so harsh, but it doesn't have any product on there. And that helps it look a little more diffused. Alright, and then next up I'm going to do my brows with the E.L.F. and the color that I'm using is medium brown. And I am using an E.L.F. small angled brush. Small angled brush. Some days I just cannot talk. Today happens to be one of those. Alright, so that's the shape of it is fairly what I go for, so I'm going to go on to the other one. And this is my problem side again, so which kind of sucks because this is the side that's on display since I part my hair this way. So I wish that this side would get its shit together, but it's fine. Alright, so now that that feels comfortable, I'm going to put the brush down before I overdo it. One of the last steps I'll go in with before I set everything is I'm going to do some highlight. I want it to be more subtle today because I'm going to be outdoors, so I don't want it to be too blinding. I'm going in with the E.L.F. Baked Highlighter, and this is in Moonlight Pearls, and it's really, really soft. I like this one a lot. And I'm just going to go in with a brush that looks like this. It is a Luxie 522. Just swirl in. I usually go crazy with highlighter, but today I kind of just want to blend in. Super weird for me to say that, but I don't really want to draw too much attention to myself. And you see that gives it a little soft glow, like an inner glow. I'm gonna do the same to the other side. This is one of my favorite highlighters. This is actually what my daughters use, like when everyday high school highlighter. It's very natural. Depending on how much you cake on. I think I just probably went, you see, just very subtle. Alright, I'm gonna grab some, place that on the tip of my nose. Since I'm not doing anything too heavy, I'm gonna just use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in matte, and it's the black one. So I'll be back. I'm just gonna apply falsies, and I'll be back with you guys here in a few moments. Alright guys, now that I got my lashes on, I just went ahead and used that same highlight that I used on my highlight. I used a little bit of that on my inner corners, and I applied the Ardell Demi Double Wispy, I believe. It's the double stacked ones. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of that, apply some of that highlight on my eyebrow as well. It's not, just to have a little bit of something under there as well. So since this is a little bit more of a dewy foundation, what I like to carry with me is the Wet n Wild mattifying powder. It's called Mad About You. And I like to just apply it throughout the day as I get oily. So right here, just in the T-zone. And I take that with me on the go. So to finish off the look, I'm going to apply the lip gloss. I like to use the LA Colors, and it's in the color Fresh. It's just like a rosy brown nude color. It's super glossy, and it's one of my all-time favorites. This actually came in one of the Christmas sets. It's one of their limited edition Christmas sets. So I only got one because I wasn't sure how these were going to work out. So I'm kind of bummed. So I'm going to be looking out for it again this holiday season to see if I can find more, because I do use this almost daily. And that's going to complete today's look. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I did apply extensions and change my shirt because I'm getting ready to head out. I didn't record it because I am filming a separate video as to how I cut, colored, and applied these. There's a lot of extension videos out there, but I wanted to put my twist on how I color matched mine to my hair. I didn't go ahead and record it for this specific video, but be on the lookout because it is coming. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is pretty much what I do on an everyday basis when I'm on the go. It's super affordable, which is a plus, super quick, another plus, and it lasts pretty much all day. That's pretty much today's look, and I'll do a close-up. I feel like it's very glowy, from with like a healthy glow. It's not like too extra, and it is very user friendly. It's just literally quick. And if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. I'd like to have you a part of the family. Like the video so that I know that it's helpful, and so that I know that you're interested in the content that I'm putting out, and leave a comment with any suggestions on anything that you'd like to see in the future. And I will leave everything in the bottom description bar from what I used today. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye.